Hi friends, Mindy here. Today I'm going to be working in my little book that I created with the verses for the human condition cards from Bythewell4God. Today I am working on this scripture about fear, and this is in Isaiah, this scripture, and I want to use this little tag that I have that says trust on it. And I have some old paper from Bythewell4God from a journaling kit several kits ago, and I just really felt like it would match well with this kit. So what I'm going to do is kind of just tear off a little bit. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the bottom or the side, and I went ahead and decided that I was going to just add this to the side, to the left side here. And so I went about a third of the way in, and I just kind of decided where I was going to place that, and I just glued it down. And so I, after reading the scripture and studying and thinking on it and whatever, this is just processing through my thoughts on that scripture. So I'm just kind of thinking and contemplating and whatever. And so my artwork in here just kind of becomes intuitive. I just kind of do the next thing that comes to mind. So I have a few washi tapes over here that I thought really coordinated as well with this. And so I'm just trying to get a clear edge. I ripped it a little bit. So this is a kind of a wide washi tape. So I'm being a little bit careful about where I put it because I didn't want to cut the page in half vertically. So I ended up covering up some of the paper, but I just feel like the scale, the portions of, patterns were more balanced this way. So, and then I have my little tag here that I want to use, and I have some music paper that I want to put on here. This is from a hymnal, and I wanted to use it, but it just wasn't long enough when I ripped it. I didn't rip it in the right area, so I'm gonna go and get another piece of vintage music paper here so that I can make it. I want basically for the music paper to go all the way across and kind of ground all three areas, so it doesn't seem like there's three disparate areas. So I have this paper here, and I am just trying to decide where I want to tear this from, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it long enough. And again, I'm having, these cards I think are about I think they're like 4x4, so the scale on it is something that I'm having to kind of retrain my brain a little bit because I'm working, in something smaller. And so I just want to make sure, like I said, that this music paper goes across all three backgrounds, and that's just something that's going to tie all of the pieces together and make it seem like one fluid thing instead of, a strip of paper, a strip of washi, and then the background. It will all kind of tie together this way a little bit better. So I'm just trimming off the excess of the hymnal here, and then I'm just going to create a little cluster down here at the bottom once I get this off my fingers. So I have this is a tag from Tim Holtz. I've had it in my stash for a long time. I have a little tag book, and so I just thought this trust one would be really good because the scripture is talking about trusting in the Lord and not fearing. And so I have these old these are also Bythewell4God die cuts from months ago. I don't even remember what kit these went to. I've just had them in my stash for a long time, and the colors went really well. The styles of the flowers are similar, and so I just felt like this would be a good way to kind of add those in here. I'm really working on using up my stash in some of these areas, and so this is just a good way to do that. Books like this are a good way to do that. And so I want my whole title to say I will trust. And so I have gone through my tile alphas, and I found a set of some pale pink ones that I feel like will coordinate with this, and I will use that also. So I trimmed off the stem of this flower so I can really kind of just tuck it back there behind this this tag here, and I'm just kind of trying to position everything. I want to make sure that cluster kind of stays in that bottom left-hand corner. And then I'm trying to find my tweezers here. So I just went ahead, and whenever I'm applying tile alphas, I don't know why I do this, but it's just easier for me if I pull them off of the backing and I stick them on my hand. I don't know why I do this. This is just one of those weird things about me. So I have them attached to my hand. I'm not very nimble fingered, so I need some tweezers to kind of help me. So I have finally found them. And now I'm just going to use those tile alphas to spell out "I will trust." And I'm just adding them right on that little tag or ticket. It's not a tag, but, and that's going to be my whole title, my whole kind of thoughts on this scripture kind of tied up in this one little sentiment. And I'm just kind of tucking it in that center part where it kind of makes the L shape between the pattern papers and the washi and everything and the hymnal, and just going to kind of keep that cluster right there. And I had thought about trying to pull some of these colors over onto the right side where the scripture was, but it already had such a beautiful impact with that that really large floral over there that I just decided to go ahead to just leave it. I didn't really think adding anything was going to help. So I kind of am just rehearsing a few things, and then at this point I just decided, no, I'm just going to leave it like it is. So anyway, if you liked this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. And until next time, bye-bye.